We're here with Stephen Flaw, the director and choreographer of The Fiddler on the Roof at the Des Moines Playhouse. Stephen, can you tell us a little bit about this musical?
Yeah, it's a show about a family, a Jewish family living in a small village in Russia in 1905, and about their village of Anatevka and the people that they live with and work with. It's a wonderful, heartwarming story about how a family and a community really love each other, but how they do have to deal with changes that happen in society, as we all have to. It was a show for, one time, was the longest running show on Broadway. It broke the record, I think, sometime in the 70s, and was that way for a long time. It was the first musical to break the longest running show ever. So it's an incredibly popular show. Every time I've ever been involved with it, it's always been an absolutely huge hit every time we've done it.
And then, so would you have like a favorite number that you're looking forward to the audience watching, or do you just kind
Well,
of
I have a couple of them. The wedding scene, which I think everyone who sees the show remembers, the bottle dance, where the dancers have to do this dance with balancing bottles on their head. And I want everyone to know that there's no way that they are attached on there. They are really balancing the bottles on their head. And then there's a number in the second act, which always touches me a lot, when Tevye has realized that his third daughter has fallen in love with a non-Jew, which was the ultimate in a breaking of tradition at this time. This very, very moving number.
All right, setting the stage for this great musical is Tim, and we're going to go back and talk to him right now about the set. Tim, you're the set designer for this musical. Can you tell me what you were excited about when you were going to design the set?
Well, one of the things that I really believe in is, since we have a season membership here at the Playhouse, is their emotional response to the space. So when they walk into the theater, I think it's important that they feel something. And with Fiddler on the Roof, it's an amazing potential to really feel, because the whole story is about a group of people that love their home and are forced to leave it. So the set really becomes a character. So what I really did was use the depth of the theater and the side walls, so it almost feels like there's no blackness. You're surrounded by light and air and visions of the city, and so it gives a lot of presence to that town, I think. And so when Tevye walks away at the very end, it's that much more monumental, because it's such a long walk.
Yeah, it can add like a drama to it.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And speaking of Tevye, that's the character that you're playing in the play as well.
Don't tell people.
Well,
not that it's a surprise, but I just I don't really think about it. So.
yeah, do you kind of separate those roles when you're working on the set?
I do, and it's funny when I talk with the director. I'll be at the rehearsal, and of course Tevye wears a hat because he keeps his head covered. So I go, okay, I want to talk as the scenic designer now, and I take the hat off, and I'm like, okay, now I want to talk about scenic things, and then I'll put the hat back on, and now I'm Tevye. So a little bipolar through the run of the show, but that's okay.
Whatever it takes to stay in a character. So.
Exactly, you understand.
Yeah. So Leanne, this production sounds like it's going to be absolutely amazing. And I saw that there's a little bit of construction in the front. Are people still going to be able to park in the same spots? And is there anything they need to know about coming to the show differently?
Well, they'll probably want to come about 5 minutes earlier than they normally do. We do have a few spots on the west side that are no longer there, but of course our east parking lot, the streets around the Playhouse, and of course our neighbors, the shops at Roosevelt, have a parking lot on the east side that people can use.
Okay, great. So they're still able to park and come to the show. And can you tell us how we can get tickets for this production?
You can purchase tickets online at dmplayhouse.com. It even lets you pick your seat, or give us a call at 515-277-6261, or of course come here to the Playhouse ticket office.
Awesome. And then the production will run on Wednesdays through Sundays, September 6th through the 29th.